bought a 1960s hoarder house. It's going to take at least 20 dumpsters to get rid of all of this garbage. We're gonna fix this property up and take you along for the entire journey. Hi, I'm Maylee Nelson, real estate agent and real estate investor.
And I'm Mitch Nelson. I'm a real estate investor and a best-selling author.
We met and fell in love through our shared passion of turning old rundown homes into something beautiful.
Together we have over a decade of experience in real estate investing. We've flipped dozens of homes and we've amassed a multi-million-dollar rental portfolio that spans the country.
We started real estate investing to create generational wealth for our families and for our children's families.
Real estate investing has been an incredible journey for us, and we're excited to take you along for the ride.
All right, so we just closed on this house. It's gonna be an awesome flip. We bought it from a wholesaler. The problem is there was a lot of garbage left in the house from the previous owner, so it's gonna be a lot of work to get that stuff out of there. But once we do, it should be pretty smooth sailing from there. We should be able to get this flip done and back on the market pretty quickly.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, for now, it's really hard to even look at the house as far as the layout because there's so much garbage and stuff everywhere that I'm dying to see it all cleared out of there so we can finally actually get a good design put together. I'm really worried about the master bedroom, so I gotta figure that one out. I definitely gotta figure out this kitchen. It's a little tiny galley kitchen. So we got a lot to work with here, but follow along. Let's take you through the entire journey.
Here we go. Let's go look at the property.
All right, so we're at our bountiful fix and flip here. We're so excited for this neighborhood because it's so pretty. I mean,
yeah, this is a nice look. I mean, this is right in the corner of like a little cul-de-sac.
Yeah.
It's not really a cul-de-sac because you do come in two different directions, but it's the corner lot.
I will say, however, you won't be able to plug your nose that are watching, but we're gonna need gas masks, I'm pretty sure, because this house is so stinky.
Pew.
The people who are here, yeah, whatever you do not open the fridge.
No smell-o-vision.
Do not open the fridge.
Don't open the fridge.
Okay, so first and foremost, how awesome is this carpet? I just love it.
It's the blue shag carpet.
Original blue shag carpet, 1950.
Yeah,
Love it. Look at this. It's teal paint. It's my favorite, right? Can we keep it?
Yes. We do have the custom glitter in the ceilings.
Why did they do that, actually?
It's just for looks. Yeah.
It's pretty.
Yeah, because it's pretty. Yeah, but this is actually the gold flakes. A lot of time you just get the silver. This is actually the gold flakes.
Oh, well, it's got to go. Oh, it does have a nice big window,
Yeah,
though.
it's a nice big window, yeah. I know I actually, back in the day, replaced a set of windows like this with vinyls. It was pretty interesting because there's a post.
Oh,
around
what
the
is
post.
that?
The post in the middle, that's what holds the roof up right there.
It's just a metal post?
Metal post, yeah. It's a metal post.
What?
Yeah. It goes through the wall right there. It's connected to the wall there, and it just goes up and it holds the ceiling up in the corner.
Oh, Steve.
The boom box.
Let's go for a drive. Get on a scooter.
Uh-huh.
That's actually cool, man.
So she's obviously not from the era.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
That's the way you carry a boom box. Now there is going to be a lot of dumpster action with just getting the stuff out of here. There's so much stuff in this house.
Yeah, no, it's so much.
Like every drawer is full.
Yeah, well,
Every
not
cabinet,
open this fridge.
Every cabinet is full. I mean, look at all those teacups.
Whoa! This reminds me of my grandma. Oh, look at the little clips even. Look at that.
Yeah,
Do you see the
they're
clips?
earthquake proof.
That's cool. I want these, honey. I want these clips. I'm gonna steal these. Look how cute. Clip. Da. That's so fun. I love
Pretty
that.
cool.
Oh, I love that. There is original hardwood floor under there. I can see it glimpsing. See, it's like just falling apart because it's so old. Oh, look how pretty that
Not
is.
even damaged except for the
nails.
except for staples.
Can we clean out? Can we fix the holes?
All the staples are going to be taken out one at a time. But if this is any indication,
That's in really good
it's
shape.
good floor.
I'm so excited! Oh, that makes me so happy. This really will turn out great then. I mean, that's some luxury.
Yeah, that's good.
Hardwood floor.
That's good looking hardwood floor. Don't know why you would cover it up with the carpet.
Yes! We got a win on this house. So is this just a bad door? Because it doesn't, or do we have, what's going on here?
Look down.
It's tile.
Yes. And it's tile that's been
Really?
put there without the door being cut.
So you have to cut doors, like.
If you add that much tile, yes. So this already has a toilet and a sink. All
Right.
it really needs is a shower.
Yeah. So do we think we could steal some space from that? I mean, it's a large bathroom.
Well, no, we can't steal any space. Yeah, bathroom, laundry room over there.
Oh, look at this!
Bedroom here.
This is what I want to show you. Look how cool this is. I have not seen this before. Like, this is original. I feel like I could picture my grandma just doing the dishes, turning on one of these. This is so fun. Unfortunately, this house, the biggest headache is trying to figure out how to get the master to have an ensuite.
Right.
The other thing will be to just clean it out. I
Right.
mean, this is a $10,000 clean out job, right? Like, this is a lot of
There's a lot of
demo. It's a lot of just stuff that was left behind.
Yeah, because all this, wood paneling,
It's all gotta go.
all this gotta go.
Yeah, I mean, every room is just covered in so much stuff. And unfortunately, most of it's not usable. He was some kind of
Audiophile type person.
speaker person, because I bet there is 2,000 speakers in this house. Is that fair to say?
Yep.
2,000 speakers. I'm not exaggerating. Literally every turn is a speaker. And with this house, you get a car!
Now, they also left a car. That was interesting.
The car. The car!
Try getting rid of a car that you don't have a title to. That's really difficult.
This is not the first time we've had to do this, but I hope it's the last, is the truth. I'm so done getting rid of people's crap cars or boats or other vehicles that are just there. I really am tired of that. I'm actually gonna put it in the contract from here on out that if they have a car or anything else, that's gotta go before I purchase the property. That's gonna happen. That's something you can learn from this video, right? Learn from our mistakes. That's why we do these flipping nightmares, is that you don't make the same dang mistakes we do.
But that process by itself was ridiculous because we had to go to the DMV and fill out a mountain of paperwork in order to, to be able to claim this car as ours that was parked on our property, just so that we could get rid of it, so that we could donate it to Cars for Kidneys. Is that what it's called? Cars for Kidneys? Kidney cars? Just so that we could donate it to kidney cars. Cars for Kidneys or kidney cars? Use whichever one is accurate. Maybe we need to Google it. Cars for Kidneys or kidney cars? That's who we donated it to. So anyway, after about a month of dealing with, paperwork and red tape just to get rid of this car, we finally were able to donate it to a good cause, which was a good thing. So it took us a good, I would say, 3-4 months just to get this house cleaned out.
That was definitely the longest process. Once we got it demoed, that was wonderful. Everything was demoed. We're 4 months out now, which we were supposed to be done in 4 months. So obviously that by itself was quite the nightmare, right? That by itself was very stressful, quite the nightmare. But then began all the problems internally of the house. All right, so Bountiful, demo's done.
Windows are in.
Windows are
Like
in.
you didn't even notice.
I did. No, they're beautiful. They're absolutely beautiful. Did we decide what we were going to do with these?
We're going to paint them.
Okay.
bright yellow like McDonald's. Remember the conversation now?
Perfect.
No, we're not doing that. But like black, the same as like the.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Come
all
on
right,
in.
all right. The kitchen is
The
demoed.
kitchen is demoed and framed in.
Looks very different.
Yep.
A lot more
and
space.
All of the wiring is ready
So
to
much
go.
more room for activities.
I like that we're doing
Yep.
can lights. Give a lot of.
Well, it's gonna brighten the kitchen
Yeah.
up. The only thing he didn't take my fan out.
Yeah,
but
what is that? I don't like that fan. It's the
didn't take my
ugliest
fan.
thing.
That'll be
I'm not a
cheating.
fan of that fan.
Not a fan of the fan.
Can he still do it?
No, he can't do it
Why?
because you have to do it now.
Oh, good heavens.
There is one change because we don't have any room in here for a pantry.
Is this gonna be the pantry?
That's gonna be a pantry.
Okay, I like that.
So I'm gonna extend this entire wall right here out to match this one, and there'll be a built-in,
So like doors maybe like
Yep.
right here? Perfect. I
a
love that.
built-in pantry right there.
Oh, that's really
So
nice.
the kitchen kind of comes around the corner, but
That's
it makes
totally
sense.
fine. Yeah,
So
no.
that's really-
I'd take that over not having a pantry 10
Right.
out of 10.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
absolutely.
Because it
That's-
just,
We keeping that?
yeah, we're gonna keep that door exactly like that with the doily on it, the entire thing. Yes.
So this is, you can sell this as an upgrade, as an
Well,
inclusion
it is,
in the
I mean,
property.
It's got the old farmhouse and everything
Yeah,
on
that's
it.
awesome.
I mean, it's perfect.
This is my favorite part of the whole house, what you did here. This is
What,
so great.
Getting that full bath in there.
Yeah, we were able to create a full bath and we were able to create a full master bath. Like,
Yep.
dude, that is as dope as it gets, actually. Because before this, that's just not functional to have a non-master. We talked about that in the last video. But not having
Right.
an actual master, I
Yeah,
mean,
because
it
of
really
this
is
main
hard.
bath used to go clear over to there.
Yeah.
Right, like
This
that.
is a really
It's
good
just
use
big.
of space.
This
It's
is
awesome.
this is clever. Very, very sorry, Dad. Very, very clever.
Just a regular old bedroom there. We didn't do anything there. Didn't do anything in here.
Yeah.
In
But
here.
as a nice rambler, like you have
Yep.
3 bedrooms upstairs with a master, like that is. These windows just make it so much more bright in here. Yes.
Yeah, they make a big difference.
They do. Okay, well
So-
I'm super happy with how this turned out.
Is
actually.
this is shower back here, vanity, and toilet?
Who would put a toilet right there?
No one.
How's
This is
that
why
work?
I build and he doesn't. The toilet's right there.
Toilet's there,
No, all the way
Yeah,
back.
against
There?
the wall.
Yeah.
and then shower.
Yep. The shower's
And then vanity.
see the vent in the floor? Mm-hmm. The shower's on the other side of that
So it's on
vent.
that
You
side
can't
of
have
the
a vent in the shower.
Why not?
This is why I
Just
build and
kidding.
he doesn't.
Okay, can I ask why there's so many ginormous holes through the entire house?
Because we rewired everything. So it's all 100% new wiring, and the only way to get the new stuff through was to cut into the walls to get the wire run.
Look at these gaping holes,
Yep.
just hanging out, you know,
Well,
no
that's
big deal.
that's for electrical. That's so they can run
Yeah.
the electrical behind.
That's for electrical, yeah.
But-
so they could get up through the top of the wall.
I've
'cause
just
you
never
can't-
This
you can't
actually
get up-
happens in most
in
of
mo-
the houses we do when it's
Yep.
through electrical. You see these little channels.
Yep, it is. Yes, it is.
This is way more.
Well, that's because we don't do that many houses that are brick and
Yeah.
lath and plaster. So,
I forgot this was lath and plaster. That
Yeah.
makes sense. Okay.
so now we have the oversized downstairs
Oh my gosh.
living room.
There was so much crap in here before.
There was.
And now it's crapless.
It's crapless,
crap.
and
Very
it's
nice.
a very big room now that has
It is
nothing
a great
in the
room.
way.
And the
Yeah.
height, ceiling
Yep.
height is fabulous.
This would be a great family room. It's got.
Yep.
I love when they put the basement door, the exterior door, in a place that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because most of the properties that we have that have basement entries, it doesn't make sense where they put the door. Like it goes
Right.
into like a bedroom or like a closet
Yep,
or you know.
exactly, yeah.
But this is like it comes into the family room like it should. Like,
Yeah, no, it makes it super
I agree.
functional.
Yep.
so no, that's perfect.
Well, I love it. It's beautiful. I'm so excited. We didn't have to do the roof on this house,
Right.
but we did have to get a brand new AC and furnace.
Yep.
Okay. And then it's a 1-car garage.
It's a one-car garage. It's a Prius garage.
So next up on this property real quick is
Insulation.
The installation's next.
And then
After-
sheetrock.
After, yep. Insulation after the inspections, then sheetrock.
then we'll get going. Well, as soon as sheetrock happens, that's when we start cranking. So I'm excited for that.
All right, well, we're back here and the sheetrock just got done. The mudding is up, the taping is done. It looks incredible. It's coming along. We just had the flooring guy here to fix some of the holes in the floor. The tile guy's coming later today. We are cruising on this property. I think we'll have it listed probably in the next month and a half.
Oh, yeah, so once sheetrock and mudding has been done, the permitting process, there's very few steps left for the city to have to come in and check off all the steps. So now we can just start cruising through, putting everything in. I definitely think we'll be able to get this listed in about a month.
Yeah, perfect. Now, how are we looking on value? Are we gonna hit where we wanna hit?
I'm actually puckering a little bit, and I'm glad you asked because a little scary here in this market. It's who knows? It's kind of a scenario where if you want something, you list it for it and see what happens. We've done this on the last couple properties. It's actually worked out for us. However, in this market, in Bountiful, we've actually never done a flip in Bountiful before.
We haven't.
Which,
This is our first.
so on the way here actually to the, we're like, oh, we're gonna go see it, let's see where we're at in the process. As we were coming here, I called a couple agents that are experts in this area, and they went, I don't know what to tell you, Maylee. There's a home just down the street that sold for $599 that's gonna be completely remodeled. And it's a higher square footage than ours. What? I'm trying to list this house for at least $700,000. But then there's another house on the other side that has been completely remodeled and it's listed for $700,000 and it's under contract. Who knows what's gonna happen? I am actually a little terrified, however, because we have to hit our margin. Like, we have to hit this to make everyone happy, right? So, yeah.
So turn on the pucker.
Yep.
It's an interesting market. This is an interesting area. So with all of those factors, we'll see what happens. I've got my fingers crossed on this one. I think the market is working in our favor still. I don't know how long that's gonna last. It could last weeks, months, years, who knows, but
So hurry up.
you guys will
everyone.
find out, so stay
up.
tuned.
All right, today we are going to talk about design rules of today. They have definitely changed from the 70s. Mid-mod, unfortunately, the 70s created little tiny sectional homes. So it was every room had its own space. Very closed off, very intimate though, which was really nice. Unfortunately, today though, that's my job, right? Is I get to open up all of these homes. My favorite is when I basically just get rid of all the walls and then I start over again. In this house, we didn't necessarily get to do that. So today we're going to talk about the Bountiful house, the Hoarder home. Guys, this is an absolute nightmare. Go check out our Flippin' Nightmares. The links are in the description below. All right, with that being said, let's dive into the design side of things. So with a mid-mod or with the 60s, 70s type feel, we have to open up walls. Sometimes though, as a designer, as you're doing fix and flips, you come to a spot in design where there's nothing else you can do. This time, we're talking about the kitchen. So what do you do when you can't open up walls and create a bigger kitchen? You add a lot of luxury, that's what you do. First things first, the layout of this house, the way it was structured had, when you walked into the kitchen, so you the front door and then immediately to the right is the kitchen, which is fine. It's fine because it is what it is. All the homes in the area have the exact same layout. But then as you go through the kitchen, there was an island, but it was attached to the kitchen, right? And so it's nice to have a bar. It is for breakfast and dinners and for all the functionality of having a bar to serve your children and just people. But unfortunately, when you have an L-shaped kitchen, now the flow is horrible, right? Only one person could be in a kitchen at a time, or you're constantly bumping into each other. And it's really claustrophobic. That's why today we've gotten rid of all of those designs. It's not functional, right? If you want kids to be able to run around, be able to come in and out of the kitchen, have multiple people in the kitchen maybe, that design is flawed, unfortunately. But that's what we had to work with. So we just created a elongated kitchen instead, and then got rid of the island that was attached to the kitchen, so there was no bar. I know that definitely was, it hurt my feelings to be honest. Like, no, I want to keep the bar because it really is so nice to have that. But unfortunately, for flow, you got to get rid of it. So that's my first tip, would be to just get rid of the space that is cutting out the flow of the home. Okay, now that we've gotten rid of the bar, you can easily walk through, come and go. Now what do you do with the actual kitchen? Unfortunately, people today are way less likely to buy a small kitchen unless it's very luxurious. But because the kitchen was so small, we could actually put extremely high-end custom cabinets in, and it didn't even cost very much, which is helpful when you're obviously looking to do a fix and flip because we don't have a huge budget. With these specific cupboards, we went with a very chic black flat front. Absolutely stunning. I can't wait for you to see them. Everyone absolutely loved them. And then obviously we went with the white quartz. The contrast was really beautiful. We had the gold handles. It's pretty simple, to be honest. Just go really high end if you possibly can, especially since it's really small. I'm actually gonna show you this property this time. So we're gonna actually head over to the property and I wanna take you along through the entire design style. See you soon.
All right, we did it. We took this hoarder house, we remodeled it and turned it into something beautiful, and we're excited to show you what we did. So let's go check it out. Come on. Amazing. Let's go check out the kitchen.
Yes.
Yeah, this turned out beautiful, Maylee. Well done with this design. I love it. I mean, this was, when we started, this thing was a 1960s time capsule that, I mean, the cabinets were that old ugly wood color, the paint was disgusting, and you really kind of turned this thing into a real gem. We got rid of that ugly peninsula that came out right here. I love the change. I love the more galley kitchen. This never had a whole lot of space to start with, so I think what you've done with it is really turned it into a really functional, really beautiful kitchen.
Thank you. Let's not to mention the disgusting fridge that was here before. That's long gone. That's long gone. Hallelujah.
Yeah.
Yes, no, this is super pretty and it's so high end. It's so...
It is. Oh. It's beautiful. You really did a fantastic job designing this kitchen.
Thank you. And it's, both of us are in this kitchen and it doesn't feel claustrophobic. No. That's my favorite part, is that you can create a ton of space out of a small galley kitchen if you just use the right materials.
You know, some people prefer form over function. Some people prefer function over form. I think you nailed both. I mean, this has a ton of drawer space, a ton of cabinet space considering the square footage you had to work with. We've got the pantry around the corner. It's absolutely amazing. And it's beautiful. I mean, it's high end. You nailed it.
Thank you. Yeah, no, it turned out super fun. At the end of the day, using light colors, right, really allows it to feel bigger than it actually is too. Little trick of the trade. Okay, well, let's get to it.
Yeah, this turned out really nice. I love the staging. Yeah. Well done.
Thank you, yeah.
Now, did we end up using our normal stagers on this one, or what happened there?
No, I mean, it's crazy right now just because of inventory and what's been happening. Our normal stager, Shelly, just couldn't do it for us, which was really sad, but at the end of the day, you gotta work with what you gotta work with. So this is Set the Stage. They did an incredible job, Courtney. Thank you. I love that we did just take a very traditional look with this. We turned this into a shiplap and then just painted this down like you always do. You've trained this forever. Just paint it, whatever we painted the outside to the inside. It does give it a nice, just high-end feel without having to spend a ton of money.
No, it's true. And You know, the original stonework here, we were able to keep it. The shiplap on top is new. It kind of gives, you know, painting it gives it that fresh look, as well as the new work above it. I mean, you know, this came out to be a brand new house. And the fact that we have a 90-degree fireplace here where you can enjoy it from that part of the house as well as this part of the house, that's a pretty awesome thing.
Oh yeah, in the winter, you can enjoy it from the kitchen and the living room. Yes, I love that.
Very cool. There's a lot of really good natural light in this house. I love it. In the front yard, in the backyard, turned out awesome. So, should we go check out the master?
Yes.
Let's go do it.
Yay.
Very pretty. Love it.
Pretty.
Staging looks good. I think, again, a lot of natural light. Windows here, windows there. I mean, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Well done.
And be able to put a king size bed in here really does show how big this space actually is. I do wish we would have chose to do smaller end tables. It would have made this space feel even bigger than it is. However, sometimes you gotta work with what you got, unless you're gonna do all of it yourself, which I don't recommend doing. Nobody's got time for that. Because it cuts off the bathroom. And this bathroom is so beautiful. What was this before?
I mean, this was a tiny little, just a toilet and a sink, right? I don't even think there was a shower in the master bath. We ended up stealing some space from a closet and from the hall bathroom and being able to turn this into an ensuite and a beautiful master suite for this fairly small house.
It's so clean and so fresh.
Yeah, this basement was an absolute disaster. So when we bought this house, this room was full of garbage. This room into the laundry room was absolutely stuffed full of stuff. You know, I mentioned in the Flippin' Nightmares episode, links in the description below, our son Cash and myself, we got to come down and do a little treasure hunt, and we got some pretty cool stuff. I mean, we got some Wii games. I think we walked away with a few old DVDs, got a couple of Bluetooth speakers. We had a lot, lot to choose from. I didn't take 200 of them, but I think we took 2 or 3. And Nintendo Virtual Boy, which is totally fun. So yeah, this is clean. It's bright. You know, for a basement,
yummy.
It smells good. You know, we basically just took the old brick fireplace and put a fresh coat of paint on it, cleaned it up, and it's as good as new.
Look at this beautiful space. Look what we created literally out of nothing. So part of this space here, actually most of this space, was the mechanical room. This was just part of another bedroom. So we totally stole from different rooms and created this unique space. And now it's a really big bathroom. I wish we could have done this size of bathroom upstairs for the main, but at least we have it for the basements. That's super nice. And we were able to create 2 bedrooms. That's a huge win when you were talking about fix and flips. Let's go take a look at them.
So we were able to actually create 2 bedrooms out of what used to be 1 bedroom. So this wall right here, there used to be a door to my left that was just the entrance to a big bedroom. It was enough square footage to turn it into 2, so that's exactly what we did. We got a bedroom on that side, and we have a bedroom on this side. Turned out pretty incredible.
Yeah, I'm definitely not upset of how it turned out because they're both still really good sized bedrooms. It's not like we created a tiny little space so they weren't functioning anymore.
Yeah, so what does that do for value and listing? I mean, how does that help us?
Yeah, I mean, you have to think about where we listed too. So the value is in who's moving in. Big families are usually moving in, younger families are gonna be moving into this price point and into this neighborhood. They have a lot of children. We live in Utah. So definitely adding bedrooms is a huge win. Not so much necessarily because it's gonna add a ton of ARV, you know, value afterwards, but because it will help the home sell faster because it solves their problem, right? People usually are moving because they need more space or need more bedrooms. So we solved a huge problem. But usually we do typically get at least a $15,000 ARV bump, which is super nice.
Love it. All right, we finally finished this thing. We took an ugly hoarder house and turned it into a beautiful remodel. I think we did a fantastic job. I don't know about you, but we'd be interested to hear what you have to say. Make sure you leave your comments in the comment section below. Very curious to get your feedback, but here we go. Maylee's gonna put it on the market and we're gonna see what happens.
So exciting, yeah. So I'm going to list this house for $710,000. I definitely think that I'm pricing this low. We do have a comp for 730, about a block over, so that's amazing. And it wasn't even as updated ours. However, it does have a little bit bigger kitchen, so that's why I thought, oh, and it has a 2-car garage. So I thought, all right, let's kind of dial it back just a little, list it for 710, although our finishes are a lot nicer, and all around just beautiful template that we created is a lot nicer. I think we're gonna get over asking, so I'm excited to see what happens.
Let's go look at the final numbers. All right, let's get to the good stuff, the final numbers. We purchased this property for $426,500. We spent $98,500 on the renovation project. Holding costs came in around $75,000. We used other people's money to do this deal, so that's essentially the interest paid back when we're all done, as well as the insurance, the property tax, and the utilities. Closing and agent costs will be about $50,000, and we listed it for $710,000. So if we get that, our total profit on this deal will be about $60,000. If you'd like to learn more about how we do what we do, please be sure to check out our Flippin' with Mitch and Maylee podcast on your favorite podcast provider. Links in the description below. All right, we did it. We finished this property. We're still waiting for that offer to come in, but we know that when it does, it's gonna be amazing. So we're gonna hold out. We've actually been tempted to drop the price a couple of times. I don't think we're going to. We're just gonna ride this market and we're gonna sell it for what we wanna get out of it.
Of course, right when I did list this property, within a day or so, the interest rates decided to go bing! And then everyone panicked, and there's a stall in the market. So here we are. It's stalling out, but I know for a fact it's just healthy. So we call this, it's just normalizing. So that's good. It's all good. This is normal to have a property sit for a couple months. All is good in the neighborhood.
Guys, that's all we have for you in this episode. Thank you so much for joining us. If you feel so inclined, it would help us out immensely if you could give the video a like. Also, we're excited to hear your feedback. Leave your comments in the comment section below. Would you have done anything different? Let us know. Also, be sure that you join us on our call every Wednesday night at 7 p.m. Mountain Time, where we go over the ins and outs of being investors. We talk about fix and flips, we talk about rentals, we talk about finding strategies. A lot of times we have guest speakers on.
The next week we're going to be talking about nightly rentals, so that's going to be exciting. How to convert properties because of the market change into nightly rentals. So make sure you're on there and make sure you subscribe.
That's right, you don't want to miss it. Links in the description below. And that's all we have for you. We're excited to see you in the next one. Until then, we'll see you on the flip side.